Kate asked. Yes, it was. Daniel replied. So, someone put a magnet in my wall? But why would somebody do that? I don't know. John said. You will pay for the damage, right? Kate asked Daniel. Yes, I will. This is going to cost a fortune. Anyway, I'm going to call the repairman. Kate left into the other room. John gave one last goodbye, and he left the house. He walked down the street and made his way to the police station. He opened the door and stepped inside. He went into Inspector Catherine's office. He told her all of the events from today and yesterday. She listened lost in thought, then she said, It sounds like someone tried to kill you, John. What? Yes, said Catherine. Which means you need to be careful, John. This person is dangerous. I will be cautious. Good, John. Also, this came for you in the mail. She handed John a manila letter. John opened it. The words he read shocked him. It read, John, you should be careful. For you do not know what you are about to uncover, a secret that should never be uncovered. About what happened 68 years ago. You are in great danger. If you ever see a red car, hide. Illinois, keep in touch. Signed, Mr. L. John read it to Catherine, and she looked at John. She looked worried. This is not good. Be careful, John. This might be a warning. John arrived back at his house for lunch, and he smelled food cooking in the kitchen. His grandma must be making lunch. John went into the kitchen and smiled at his grandma. She smiled back at him. Just in time, she said, I thought I'd have to telephone you and ask you to come for lunch. No, I just checked the time. It was already almost the afternoon anyway. And Grandma, I don't want to worry you, but... John read his grandma the note. She listened in shock and said, Who's Mr. O? And why does he know you? I think this person might be the killer. Really, John? A 68-year-old killer? He must be dead by now. John looked up at his grandma. He couldn't believe he had not thought of asking his grandma about the murder 68 years ago. Do you know anything from the murder 68 years ago? He asked his grandma. Well. She paused for a second. I was 10 when the murder happened. It went like this. I was sitting on my couch at the time of the murder. And it was almost night. Around the time the ball was taking place. I was watching the TV when a news broadcast popped up, and it was about the murder. I was shocked. After that, I heard rumors around the village and theories. But no one knew what happened. That's all I remember. Sorry. That's okay, said John. I'm sure you'll remember soon. After they ate supper, John went upstairs. He looked out the window. He saw the beach and the waves hitting the beach. Slowly he fell asleep. He was jolted awake by that strange thumping noise again. Thump, thump, thump. Ugh. He turned over and put his fingers in his ears, and finally, he fell asleep. While he was sleeping that night, he had strange dreams. He was in a strange cave. It was almost like an endless cave. It was very strange. He kept hearing him saying, Into the deep dark abyss, into the deep dark abyss, into the deep dark abyss, into the deep dark abyss. He woke up again in the middle of the night and looked out the window. He had a strange feeling going through his body that those words meant something. But what was the dark abyss? He didn't know. But he had a feeling that from his parents' death to the death that happened 68 years ago, his body was telling him this would all plunge him into the deep dark abyss. A abyss full of evil, lies, deceit, and murder.
So that was chapter 4 of The Mysteries at Hamlet Bay. Stay tuned for chapter 5.